Hi everybody, and welcome to the Traveler's Tales, or whatever this event is called, Inazuma chapter. We are here to speak to some dear Inazuman friends who have popped up on the map today. We should have 2 of them today, and the idea is that I'm going to talk to all these people and do all these anecdotes, and then I'm going to stitch them all together into one video. That's the plan for now. I want to talk to Mizuki first. She should be over here. That makes sense. This is the bathhouse, isn't it? Is she inside? Well, that's cool. Mizuki? Oh, wow, Shion's here. Are you normally here? I honestly can't tell. I haven't been back here since her, Mizuki said his story quest. I think she's usually here. But Mizuki definitely is. And Layla! Oh, that's right! Oh, okay, this is interesting. Apparently this anecdote has a little bit of spoilers for Layla's hangout, somebody warned me. But I think I don't mind. I would like to know. I'd rather do the hangout now than miss this opportunity to have this interaction. Or do the anecdote now. Layla says, No, that's no good. The abstract needs to be more detailed.
Excuse me, Miss Layla?
Hi, Mizuki. Wow, it's so cool that Layla's in Inazuma. But if we go too in-depth, it might come off as indistinct from the main body. How am I going to do this? Which Layla do you think this is? I feel like this is Sleeping Layla.
Miss Layla, shall we discuss this inside? We can sit down and chat.
I wonder if she came to the bathhouse for bathhouse purposes or for speaking to Mizuki purposes. Maybe a bit of both? Sorry. So sorry. I didn't mean to spiral. I just couldn't help thinking about my thesis again.
It's fine. I've treated several academia students before. You can say I've encountered similar states of mind to yours.
Extreme stress? Oh wait, that's right. Layla's voice, I just kind of remembered what it sounds like. You've been to Sumeru?
Yes. A scholar there once invited me to help treat his students.
Ooh, who was that? Really? Did any of them have severe issues?
I wouldn't go that far. Just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo.
That is some acute stress they must have been under. Hi, Mizuki. Are you describing thesis writing or monster slaying? I'd rather face the monsters. If you succeed, then all is well. If you fail, at least you'll never have to worry about anything else again. Jeez, Layla. But a thesis, I don't even know what counts as success or failure. I'd finally squeezed a 3rd draft out, but upon seeing it, my advisor just flipped it face down on the desk and said, "Forget your thesis for now. First, you need to go to Isa Bathhouse in Inazuma. Relax and recover a bit. I've already made the arrangements for you." Your advisor sounds really nice. It's good to kick back and relax now and then. Also, wow, what a change it is since the Inazuma Archon Quest era, where an advisor can just say, oh, go to Inazuma for a bit to relax. This is unimaginable in, what would you say, 2 years back in game time?
That's correct. I received a letter from Miss Layla's advisor in advance, with details about her situation and a request to provide therapy for her.
This has the potential to be very interesting.
I think it's quite likely that a mutual acquaintance shared my contact information.
Who would that be? What professor at the academia could that be? No, things can't be that simple. My thesis isn't done. We've just started our research topic and I have a pile of unsubmitted work for my research group. Maybe my advisor thinks I'm totally useless and wants to get rid of me. Oh, she's really stressed. Layla, snap out of it. The lights left her eyes. This must be my advisor's last gift. The last bath I'll ever take. Oh no. She's spiraling. Once I return to the academia, I'll be expelled and then left alone in a corner doing star charts. Doing star charts forever. No way, that's not gonna happen. Get a hold of yourself, Layla.
It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. How long has she had this condition?
What would you call this? Just sheer anxiety.
However, her advisor's letter clearly acknowledges her abilities, emphasizing constantly that she is their most outstanding student.
And what would that be? A strong lack of self-confidence, but I don't know how to say that in professional psychology terms.
Perhaps it's Layla who doesn't believe in her own abilities, thus triggering these symptoms. Evidently, a more thorough evaluation is required.
Indeed, it definitely seems like she doesn't believe in herself, but one wonders why. Just the sheer amount of pressure? But then you think she would latch on to all of her successes to get her through the rest of the pressure, and so she should recognize those successes. I wonder why she hasn't. Also, I wonder why she has pointy ears. Seeing Mizuki made me think, oh, they both have pointy ears, and it makes sense for Mizuki, but I have no idea why for Layla. Excuse me. I'm going in now. If there's any letters for me, please sign for them. At least she's going to try to enjoy the bath. Why does it feel like her condition's worsened? Please help her, Mizuki. Think of something, Mizuki.
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan.
And that's our professional psychologist.
Now, time to formally begin treatment.
I don't really want to snoop on this. Hey, Anecdote! That's my first one. There's like 2 days left in this event, and that's my first one. I don't want to snoop on their session, but...
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan. Now, time to formally begin treatment.
Perfect. I just wanted to confirm that I'd heard everything. Alright, I guess that is that anecdote for today. Let's go talk to Heizo. Alrighty, here's Heizo. Now, I have switched the voiceover language to Japanese because, as far as I know, he is unvoiced. So I thought it would be nice to hear his voice in Japanese. Hilarious, because this is one of the first times I've ever spoken to him. It's the first time I've spoken to him outside of a limited event. Hi, Heizo.
他の調査結果と照らし合わせてみると、確かに以前の入室事件とつながってるみたいだ。同じ事件として捜査しても問題ないと思う。
Seems like he's in the midst of his investigative work. Hello, Heizo.
でも、なんで犯人は部屋に侵入したのに何も盗まなかったんだろう。それに、犯人はどこから部屋に入ったんだ？
It's going to be either somebody looking for a place to sleep or like a cat looking for a place to sleep. That's my bet. Working on a new case?
おや、旅人。ちょうどよかった。実は面白い事件があったんだよ。
Oh, tell me more.
城下町で家宅侵入事件が頻発しているんだけど、犯人は何も盗まずに本棚とかを引っかき回すだけ引っかき回して出ていくんだ。みんな参っちゃってね。
Always the bookshelves? So, do we have an avid reader on our hands?
物的損失がないとはいえ、何度も侵入があるのは問題だってことで通報があったんだ。
Could we be dealing with a light novel superfan gone rogue?
これでもう今月3件目だよ。娯楽小説を漁りに来ただけだとすると、ちょっと熱狂的すぎるんじゃない？
Maybe it's somebody trying to be a competitor to the publishing house.
でも、
I need to do
入
some
り
field
込まれた
research.
住民たちには一つ共通点があって、みんな避けるべき食人樹という犯罪小説をコレクションしている人たちだったんだ。
The flesh-eating tree that you shouldn't mess with?
そして面白いことに、犯行手口は全てその娯楽小説に載っている通りだった。
The book is coming to life. Or perhaps we have a copycat. A fan?
さらには背格好や歩き方まで小説の主人公に似ていたらしい。
Is the book's protagonist a tree, by chance? Maybe this is someone the book was based off of.
普通に考えれば、まずこの本の作者を奉行所まで呼び出すべきだろうね。
That seems reasonable.
でも、僕の考えは違う。その推理を検証するためにみんなに手伝ってもらってるんだ。
I'm all ears. Are you going to tell us more?
もし同心たちが僕の求めている手がかりを見つけることができれば、推理を続けられる。
The Doshin are already on the move. Oh, and what about Sarah?
九条様はみんなを率いてもう捜査に出かけたよ。出発前、僕に向かって真剣な顔でこんなことを言ってた。
Oh, I hope he does an impression.
鹿の院、今はとりあえずお前の判断を信じてやろう。だが、お前は自分の推理に対してどのくらい自信を持っている？ってね。
I'm realizing I'm not familiar enough with Sara's Japanese voice to know if that was an impression or not, but it sounded like one to me. And what did you say?
今は3割くらいかなって言ったよ。
30%.
僕の欲しい情報が集まれば6割くらいにはなるけどね。
At least he's humble with his estimations.
それと、ある人物を見つけないといけないんだ。そんな人物が本当にいるのなら、真相はすぐそこだ。
And what kind of person would that be?
すべての避けるべき食人獣をこの世から消し去る必要がある人物さ。
I wonder, is there a secret hidden in these books, or is it indeed a superfan? Somebody trying to change the ending? How curious. Alrighty, now I'm just going to collect some data according to our test with Mizuki. If I speak to him
全く
again...
変な事件だよ。
Oh,
犯人の目的は何なんだろうね。
that's why we always check. With Mizuki, she said the same thing again, but with Heizo. Different line. So, that lets us know that we should always double check. Alrighty, Heizo. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go find somebody else. Mizuki's back again. Alright, here we are back with Mizuki. Nope, she's vanished. She's not in here. Mizuki, what is the truth? Hello? Oh, she is here! Okay, found Mizuki. Now, do I want to talk to her in Japanese? I think I will. I'll give their voices a try in Japanese. This feels like it should be a private meeting, though. Oh well, my curiosity has gotten the better of me.
どうやら君はレイラさんの第二の人格みたいだね。
Oh, wow! Oh, did she try to put her to sleep? Kind of like what we did in our session, and other Layla woke up?
第二の人格？妖怪のお姉さん、勘違いしないでよね。私はレイラよ。今はただ無憂中なだけ。
Your Dreamwalker Layla.
さすがは私の親友ね、旅人。まさにその通りよ。
She likes the name. Okay, we'll use that.
性格もレイラさんとは真逆だね。まるで元の人格に仮面をかぶせたみたい。
What do you think, Mizuki? Is it a separation of the psyche? Or a persona she puts on? Or is this a completely different person?
仮面をかぶせた？へえ、なかなか面白い表現ね。
She seems pleased by that as well.
仮面は君の他にもあるの？
Oh, of course Mizuki would be fascinated.
なあに妖怪のお姉さん、真剣な顔しちゃって。もし私が他にもあるって言ったらどうするの？
Are there? We've only ever seen the one.
それは君の答え次第。答えて。ただし、ここでは嘘は通用しない。それだけは覚えておいて。
This is such a cool matchup. You've got two characters who are... Their personalities are very friendly, but they're very... You know, they won't back down. You can't walk over them. They're basically fighting while smiling so sweetly at each other.
怖い怖い。安心して。私の他にはいないから。それに、私は君が考えているようなやつじゃないわ。
That's what I thought. I didn't really see her as a mask put over Layla. I see her as her own person. But she also says that she is Layla.
この子が久しぶりの睡眠を楽しんでいる間に、課題を手伝ってあげたり、製図を書いたりしてるだけよ。
She's not going to cause her harm, she's saying.
最近この子は自分をさらに追い詰めるようになった。ますますプレッシャーを感じて、何も言わずに頑張ってるけど、私には何を考えてるか手に取るようにわかる。
So you do have access to her thoughts?
十分よくやってるのに、自分で重箱の隅をつつくみたいにして、欠点が見つかるまで荒探しするのよ。
Oh man, that's rough.
そこまで自己否定していたなんて。学院や普段の生活であんまり評価されてこなかったのかな。いえ、指導教員も同級生もみんなレイラを称賛しているわ。
So I wonder where she got such a negative view of herself. Is it just something that she developed on her own? Or was there somebody in her past who led her to think like this?
でもこの子の性格だと、やり遂げたことよりもできていないことに目がいっちゃうの。わかった。今後の治療方針の参考にさせてもらうよ。
And they're on the way, they're both looking out for her.
最後に一つだけ言わせて。
レイラさんが元気になったら君は消えることになる。
Will she? So she is part of her mind? How's that make you feel?
それも悪くないわね。消える日が待ち遠しいわ。
Oh, that's a little sad, but it seems like she feels this way because she so honestly cares for Layla's happiness and health. Oh, am I behind a curtain?
どうかした妖怪のお姉さん。私はレイラよ。最初から最後までずっと。さっき消えるって言ったけど、私はただ仮面を外すだけ。
Exactly, nice.
旅人、ちょっと私を支えておいてくれない？そろそろ目が覚めると思う。
Oh, good night, Layla. And good morning, Layla.
私、どうして？
I've got you. Easy now.
ありがとう。私、診察を受けてたはずだよね。まさか、また無遊しちゃったの？
It was very helpful sleepwalking, so don't worry about it.
水木さん、私、何か失礼なことを言ったり、ひどいことしたりしなかった？
Don't worry.
大丈夫、安心して。でもレイラさんが診察中に突然起きてくるからびっくりしちゃったよ。
ごめんなさい。ここ数週間、あまり眠れてなかったせいだと思う。眠れないと無遊しやすくなるんだ。
That's interesting. It really, yeah, so other Layla really does know when she's too stressed to sleep well and when she needs to make an appearance to help out with things.
さっきはよく眠れたかな？
よく眠れたみたい。頭はクラクラしてないし、めまいもしなくなったよ。
Layla, that's how you're supposed to be all the time. You should be like that after all of your sleeps.
でも、変な夢を見たの。顔はよく見えなかったけど、誰かが私の隣に座って手を握り続けてくれていたんだ。
Oh, I kind of hope that Layla gets to meet Layla, you know?
何か言ってたみたいだけど、よく聞こえなかった。ただ、その子が隣に座ってるってだけで、なんだか安心できた。私。
はい、そこまで。夢は川を流れる費用だよ。時々思い出す分にはいいけど、手を伸ばして掴もうとするのは。
わかった。
はい、今日の診療はここまで。レイラさん、明日もこの時間に来てね。
はい、ありがとうございました。旅人もありがとう。
It was nothing.
その、私を支えてくれて。
Happy to help. It was nothing.
じゃあ、私はこれで。なんだか、今なら総括も悩まず書ける気がする。
That's great. I'm glad you're feeling better, more importantly, but that's great. I'm happy for you. There she goes. Anecdotes has been recorded. Okay. Well, I guess we got to see some of that session accidentally. Sorry for infringing upon your privacy, Layla, but at least we could be helpful a little bit. I want to know more about Dreamwalker Layla, if that's what we want to call her. She's such an interesting existence, and I wonder if she'll... have more presence in the future and more implications in the future. Like, is this just a Layla thing, or is she some sort of spirit? I kind of doubt it. The way that the story's setting them up, it seems like they are indeed the same person. But it would be really cool if we could learn more about her in the future. Alright, on to our next anecdote. Next up is Toma, and look, he's with Kuki! Hi, guys! What you talking about? What would these two be talking about?
試験に合格してこの火星業務免許を手に入れればもっと多くの修繕や 清掃の仕事を受けられるようになるわけだな。
I'm beginning to suspect, I might have suspected this earlier or learned this earlier, but I feel like Kuki just has licenses for everything, and that's why she's unspecific about what kind of license she has, because the answer is yes. So it looks like she's advising Toma to get a domestic services provider license.
さすが忍さん、理解が早い。
お、
シャブ業が火星技術の研修と試験を広めたのはまさに就職促進のためだよ。これで無職の住民も仕事を見つけやすくなるだろ。
Other way around, he's advising her to get one. Going to take another exam, Shinobu? Job hunting, Shinobu?
旅人か。その通りだ。シャブ業の火星技術の研修について聞いている。
The dog.
トーマさんによると、研修を受けて試験に合格すれば、シャブ業が発行する資格証がもらえるらしい。就職に役立つはずだ。
I wonder if they based this off of Toma's legendary housekeeping skills.
忍さんの手にかかればこれくらいの資格はあっという間に取れるだろうね。
痛み入る。確かに私は大丈夫だと思うが、他の荒滝派の者が不安なんだ。
What, can you not leave them alone for as long as it takes to take the exam or something?
親分はこの前まで愛沙戦闘で赤すりを担当してたんだが、力が強すぎてお客さんの背中がすりむけてしまったし。
Of course he would.
アキラは1ヶ月前まで志村屋で串を焼いてたんだが、1本焼くたびに3本食べていたんだ。一緒にいた人が止めていなければ志村屋は1ヶ月で大赤字になっていただろう。
These guys are so silly.
守と玄太についても手を焼いてる。心配しなくて済むのは牛尾だけだ。あいつは仕事をしなくてもいいからな。
Wouldn't that get them fired? Their jobs.
そう思うのも当然だ。実際仕事について聞いたら、あいつらすまん、またクビだ、へへって答えたんだ。
Oh dear. She really has her hands full, doesn't she?
とにかく結論だが、私以外の荒滝派はみんな無職だ。
Ah, so they're living a free and unstructured lifestyle bereft of social attachment. Pretty on brand for the Arataki gang.
つまり忍さんは荒滝派のみんなが簡単に仕事を見つけられるよう資格の取得を手伝おうとしてるのかい？
I'll be honest with you, Kuki. I don't know how much these licenses will help them.
まさしくその通りだ。
One might hope that the training course that's implied would maybe improve their skills a little bit. But one can only hope.
だが普通に研修を受けて試験に合格するなんて、あいつらでは8割方無理だろう。やっぱり私が資格を取った方が早い。資格が取れたら戻ってきて、私があいつらを指導する。その方が合格する確率は高い。
That makes sense. Baby steps, you know.
抜かりない計画だね。なら忍さん、今から申し込んでみるかい？
Personalized training and all that.
少し待ってくれ。書類を取ってくる。それと親分たちにも話をしておかないと。
Oh.
それがいい。忍さんの準備ができたらシャブ業府で俺に申し込んでくれ。俺が休暇に入るまで申し込みは締め切らないでおくよ。
I wonder how the gang, what is his name? I wonder how Ito will react when he learns that she's going to be studying to take another exam. Like, do you think he'll... I imagine he'll be supportive, but also do you think he'll be like, no, don't leave us, Kuki, we need you, Kuki? Or do you think he'll just have another plan on his mind already and just rope her into some shenanigans? These guys are so... Everything is going on with them always. I love them.
ああ、なるべく早く済ませる。トーマさん、感謝する。
Shinobu strides off.
仕事のできそうな人だ。そういえば旅人と会うのも久しぶりだね。君はどう思う？
Without her, the Arataki gang would be done for. Looks like she's going to rack up another certification. You're going to take a vacation, Toma?
そうだよ。火星技術の研修はシャブ業が主導推進しているものだ。申し込みの受付を手伝った後、
長期休暇を取るつもりだ。
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's kind of also perhaps designed to make sure that someone can take over his work so that he can take a break. Fantastic, Toma. Congrats.
和歌の承諾はもらってるよ。休暇中モンドに戻って母さんの手伝いをしなきゃいけないんだ。
Your mother? You're going back to Mondstadt? Is she okay?
何をそんなに驚くことがあるんだい？ああ、そういえば家族について話したことはなかったね。
Do feel free to share if you'd like. Of course, no pressure.
別にみんな普通の人だよ。母さんはモンドで生まれ育ったセピロス騎士団の騎士なんだ。
Wait, that's so cool.
鎖国令が解除されてからモンドと稲妻の交流が増えて、母さんとも頻繁に連絡を取れるようになってね。
Oh, that's good to hear.
そういえば稲妻にはどんな酒があるのか味わってみたいから送ってほしいなんて手紙が届いたこともあったな。
Very Mondstadtian of her, no?
モンドのダンディライオン種に
Eh? Toma! No! Huh? What on earth was that? Okay, I'm quite perplexed because we still have over a day left in this event. And I know that maintenance is coming, but it's not here yet. My internet should be fine. It is a mystery. Let me just tab through. I'm so glad they gave me the conversation back, though. I was worried that I'd lose the conversation. But let me just tab through this really quick and get back to where we were. Alrighty, so we're caught up. Oh, that is a beautiful view. Look at that! Oh, Dragon's fine. I'm so happy right now. But yes, we're caught up. Toma's talking about the dandelion wine. Okay. Don't know what happened, but we're good now. I hope.
ファルカ大団長が遠征隊を率いてナドクライに駐屯しているんだけど、
Ooh.
母さんも招集を受けて遠征隊に加わったんだよ。
So, Toma, if you go to Mondstadt, are you not going to be able to see her? You're just going to do some stuff for her house, maybe? That's kind of sad. Or, are you going to Nordgrey?
今回の帰省では母さんが家に残していったものを片付けないと。ちょうど長いこと帰ってなかったしね。
Oh.
モンドは今どんな風になってるんだろうな。
Oh, so you're really going to help with the stuff that she left behind, but that means you won't get to see her.
君はいろんなところを旅しているからモンドで会うこともあるかもしれないね。
I would not be surprised if we did. That is so cool. His mom's a Knight of Favonius. She's basically our coworker.
アップルサイダーも長らく飲んでないな。エンジェルズシェアにも行ってみようかな。稲妻では手に入らない酒をみんなに買って帰ろう。
Makes sense. That's so cool. Oh, I hope I get to see you in Mondstadt, Toma. I want to go back to Mondstadt. I want to do something in Mondstadt. Please go to Mondstadt, Toma. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh, Hazel's back. I can't wait. Okay, on to the next. We're gonna go talk to Hazel. Yes. On to the next. And here's Hazel, who has moved approximately 15 meters from where he was before. Hey Hazel, what you eating? Let's read it. Our store is currently negotiating with merchants. The supply of silk flowers will be resumed soon. Please do not worry. You can take advance orders from us, and work will begin in good order once the silks arrive. Is this suspicious, Hazel?
あらら、九条様がお帰りになっちゃった。頭痛かな。またお薬を飲むことになりそうだね。
Did you say Kujo? Sarah? Or somebody else? So, what's it about this time?
あは、ちょうどいいところに来たね。前に言ってた事件、解決したよ。
Oh, wow. Elementary for dear Hazel, I see. Was there but one truth this time?
その通り。九条様は事件をうやむやなまま終わらせたりしないからね。
I really wonder what he was up to during the whole Inazuman conflict. Because he didn't appear in the Archon quest. I'd love to know what he was occupied with during that time.
すごく気になるって顔だね。そんな顔しなくても教えるよ。君相手なら九条様に情報漏洩だと咎められることもないだろうしね。
She probably won't come after me. I mean, do tell. Of course, I'll keep quiet that you've told us.
結論から言えば
Ooh.
犯人は古本屋によく来てた学生だった。本を買うお金がなくてよく立ち読みしてたらしい。
Okay.
ある日、彼は片思いしている女の子に告白するため手紙を書いてこっそり机に忍ばせようとした。
Oh, but did it wind up in a book? Somebody used it as a bookmark maybe? So he was trying to track down every copy of that book to get the letter back?
でも恥ずかしさのあまり彼は計画を実行せず手紙をそのまま持ち帰ったんだ。
Understandable.
肩を落として家に帰る途中彼はその手紙をぐしゃぐしゃにして捨てようとした。でも踏ん切りがつかずただぐずぐずと手紙をもてあそんでいた。
This is incredibly specific, Hazel. I love how he's figured out every step that this man took on that day,
そ
basically.
の時ちょうど古本屋の前を通りかかった。そこで彼は悩み事を一旦忘れ少し前に途中まで読んでいた本の続きを立ち読みすることにしたんだ。
Naturally.
避けるべき食人女を読み終えて彼は家に帰った。ところがなんと手に持っていたはずの告白の手紙がいつの間にかなくなっていた。
Wait, he didn't leave the letter stuck inside the book, did he?
そう、本を読んでいた時無意識に告白の手紙をしおり代わりに挟んじゃったんだ。家に帰ってそれに気づいた瞬間彼はすぐ古本屋に引き返して手紙を取り返そうとした。でもその本はすでに売れてしまっていた。しかも店長は誰に売ったか覚えていなかったんだ。
If anyone saw that letter.
見られたらおしまいだ。何が何でも取り戻さないと。絶望しながらそう思ったんだろうね。窮地に陥った彼は以前に読んだ犯罪小説の手口で手紙をこっそり取り戻そうと考えた。
Desperate times, I suppose.
彼に才能があったのか、小説の描写が詳しすぎたのか、はたまた稲妻の治安が良すぎてみんなの防犯意識が低かったためか。彼は本で読んだ犯行手口を使って家に忍び込むことに成功し、花見坂を大騒ぎさせたんだ。
This poor kid. I hope he's alright. What happened to him after you cracked the case, Hazel? Hopefully he's offered a job, some support. He's clearly talented.
小規模な事件だったから最初は同心だけで捜査してたんだけど、なかなか解決しないものだからどんどん不安が大きくなっちゃって。
Oh dear.
それで九条様は僕にこの事件の捜査を命じたんだ。幸い複雑な事件じゃなかったし、割と順調に解決できたと思うけどね。
So, how'd you catch the guy?
捕らえたとは言えないかな。あの日、奉行所の同心が避けるべき食人樹という本を買ってきたんだ。
Yeah, this one should be easy. Just lay the bait you'll know he'll take.
その同心は犯人をこれだけ必死にさせるなんて一体どれだけ面白い本なんだと言って本を開いた。
That's really funny, and that's a really good impression.
そしたら手紙がページの隙間から落ちてきたんだ。
Oh my
その
god.
意味不明な告白の手紙を読んですぐにピンときたよ。
He got the letter. So if he bought that book after this all started, the person who bought it initially must have bought and returned it, or bought and resold it. Because that book had to end up back in the shop, so that means that somebody else might have read the letter. Do you suppose the girl read it at any point?
そこで僕は犯人が放課後学び屋から出てくるのを待ち伏せた。
He didn't even try to run?
もちろんしたよ。僕を見つけた瞬間ヒビスを返して逃げようとしたから。
You can just start quoting the letter at him and he'll collapse in agony. Sorry, buddy.
逃げたらこの手紙を片思いの隣の子に渡しちゃうよ。
Oh, never mind. It's the most terrifying threat you can possibly imagine.
そしたらおとなしく戻ってきた。
Hey, so you're terrifying. Don't detectives walk the path of righteousness?
ちょっと脅しただけだよ。そんな無責任なこと実際にはしないさ。
That is so funny. This poor kid.
ただ子供とはいえ犯罪は犯罪だ。相応の責任を負い罪を償ってもらわないと。
Oh, but you just said that he doesn't buy the books because he can't afford them. He was a bit too good at it. Feels like he's got a very dangerous talent.
犯罪を面白おかしく書いた犯罪小説って世間の犯罪意識を下げてる側面もあるんじゃないかな。
That's an interesting point. Especially coming from a detective, I suppose that makes sense. Funny, a detective that doesn't like crime novels. Yeah, I suppose it makes sense.
これぐらいは違法行為とは言わない。別にいいじゃん。大したことじゃない。
I love his color scheme is fantastic. Look how he like kind of matches the wood behind him, but then also sort of this violet tone-esque to his hair. I don't want to use too fancy of a word, but it feels like it resonates with the purple of the tree behind him. I don't know, he just feels like he matches really well. It's so interesting because he's animo, but him and Kazuha, they both have this sort of autumnal theme going on. I don't know, I love it. He looks great.
みんなそうやって自分は大丈夫って思い込んで知らないうちに違法行為に手を染めてしまうんだ。旅人、まさか君にもそういう考え？
Nuh-uh, absolutely not. Yes, constantly. Right now, even.
そうなの？気をつけてね。もし行動に移したら、僕が事件を担当して九条様が君をしょっぴくことになるかもしれないよ。
I'm just teasing him.
やっぱりやめといた方がいいよ。九条様、すごい力で縛り上げるんだから。拘束された状態で歩くのも大変だよ。あ、そろそろ奉行所に戻らないと。まだ仕事がたくさん残ってるし。
Good luck with your work.
こんな大ごとになっちゃったからね。また九条様に防犯の呼びかけだなんだってすれま。
Oh no, I cut him off.
バカな模倣犯が現れないといいけど。でなきゃまた残業だ。
I always struggle a little bit with determining where the lines end because I don't know the language. And so I always try to err on the side of giving them too much time rather than not enough time. But he got me that last time. You win this round, Heizo. But thank you for sharing the details of your case. That was really funny. That was a fun one. Alrighty, I hope we get another one with him. In any case, on to the next, no? Oh!
こんにちは、旅人さん。おみくじを引きにいらっしゃったのですか？申し訳ないのですが、今はおみくじを引ける状態ではなくて。
I appear to have found a quest? Yeah, I think I found a quest. I guess we're doing this now. I mean, I still see 3 boxes, so your stall's ready, right?
はい。筒もみくじ竹もあります。ただ、おみくじ、つまり結果の書いてある紙がもうないのです。
That's a thing that happens? So, when will I be able to draw one? You suppose somebody stole them, or have they just not been made? Who makes those? Shrine maidens?
それはあなたの運次第です。おみくじは社の方で準備中です。
And how do I check that fortune?
おみくじを引いてください。
And when can I draw a slip?
あなたの運次第です。
We're going in circles, you know. And how long are we going to do this?
もう続けませんよ。あなたの運勢は大吉で間違いないと思います。
Wait, how do you know that?
おやおや、
お
誰かと思えばわっぱではないか。おみくじを引きに来たのか？
So it was Yaimiko's anecdote. Of course she would be the only one who you don't need to speak to first. She speaks to you first. Hi. That's right. But Ringo here said that they were long gone.
稲妻の面々は年を増すごとにどんどんと不安が募るようでの。おみくじの消費量も年々増え続けておるのじゃ。
Of course, she as the director of the publishing house would feel concerned about that, wouldn't she?
つい先日おみくじを補充したばかりだというのに、もうなくなってしまった。大吉もほぼ引き尽くされてしまって、わらわは頭を抱えるばかりじゃ。
Sounds like you've been busy.
じゃが、今日は運が良かったの。ほれリンゴ、受け取れ。新しいおみくじじゃ。今回は300枚も吉の分をしたためた。しばらくは持つじゃろ。
They're all good fortune? Didn't you have a couple different fortunes in there? 300. And just how long will it take to go through those?
それは稲妻の民の運次第じゃな。
I suppose it does.
ほれほれわっぱよ。おみくじを引きに来たのじゃろ。こっちへ来るのじゃ。目を塞いでおいてやるから、一本みくじ竹を引くがよい。
I do believe that's unnecessary. They're literally in tubes, so I can't see them.
心して引くのじゃぞ。八重宮司様が取り仕切る特別なおみくじじゃ。普通のおみくじとは一足も二足も違う。
I kind of feel like you're about to kidnap me. Is that my fortune today? There it is. What did I get?
ほれ、リンゴの言った通り、今日の汝の運勢は大吉じゃったな。
You heard that? How? Miko, did you?
良いおみくじを引いたからといって言いふらしてはならんぞ。良い運気が妖怪に取られてしまう。ほれ、鳴神大社玄宮寺である八重巫女様が直々に書いた霊言あらたかなおみくじじゃ。狸や夢食い箱に盗まれぬようちゃんとしまっておくがよい。
I'm suddenly tempted to put it onto the board where you put your bad fortune so that they turn into good fortune. Except maybe that would be unlucky and turn it into bad fortune. But I'm tempted to share it with everyone if I could.
では、あとはいつも通り任せたぞ、リンゴ。
承知しました、宮司様。
Huh? By the rest, you mean?
聞いての通りです。巫女様が書いたおみくじは吉なので、まだ今日が残っています。
Okay, so you're going to write those?
仕方なかろう。わらわのおみくじの効果は絶大じゃ。この力で今日のおみくじなどしたためてしまったらどうなることか。
Oh, that's really interesting, and that makes sense. If her fortunes are very potent, then she can use them on the good ones. But if she were to use them on the bad ones, then something calamitous might befall somebody. So she lets somebody else write those.
おみくじを引きに来た者たちの幸せを考えれば、今日のおみくじをリンゴに頼むのは当然のことなのじゃ。
On one hand, it is just her style to pass off some work onto somebody else. But on the other hand, that's quite considerate.
では、わらわは小吉の続きをしたために行くとしよう。わっぱよ、今日の幸運を楽しむがよい。
Thank you, Yai. She's just trying to slack off, isn't she? Nothing but an excuse to get out of writing too many fortunes.
今日の幸運をゆっくり楽しんでくださいね。
At least you seem happy today. I'm glad. Reminds me, is this our good friend Shazevna? Or did she move on and this is real Ringo again? I kind of forget. Maybe next time. You know what? I already got my fortune today. Alright, so that is this anecdote started. Of course you would sneak up on me like that. I was going to change the language. Alright. Interestingly enough though, hearing her Japanese voice, I kind of actually prefer her English one. Her Japanese one is of course lovely, a great acting, but this is one of the voices that I do kind of feel a difference in characterization between the English voice and the Japanese one. And I think that's why I prefer the English one, just because I'm used to it. And it makes her feel like a different character than the Japanese one did. But it was very cool to hear the Japanese one. It sounds a little bit older, perhaps? In any case, on to the next. We're in Mondstadt! Thomas in Mondstadt! He really came! Where is he? He must be inside the Angel Share. Oh my goodness! I'm so excited. I can't believe Toma actually went to Mondstadt. Hi Jose, long time no see. Cyrus is here. I do see Toma's symbol, but I don't see Toma. Upstairs, maybe? There he is. Kaya! Oh my god! I'm so happy right now. Of course. He would immediately make friends, and or Kaya would immediately jump on talking to him. He doesn't have a shadow. I'm trying to figure out if this is his shadow. Why is it so far? I guess it is. No, it's not. Is it? I guess it is. It just looks a little weird. Oh, but now I see it. There's his side pouch, and that's his arm. I see. For a second I thought that Kaya had a shadow, but Toma didn't. That would have been funny.
そうだね。やっぱりダンディライオン種はモンド城のが一番だ。
Hi Toma! Welcome back to Mondstadt.
久しぶりの故郷だ。たくさん飲んでくれ。リンゴ酒とダンディライオン酒だけじゃなく、カクテルも悪くないぞ。個人的にはデスインディスアフタヌーンがおすすめだ。
Oh, interesting. Kaya's voice is pretty different, I feel like, in Japanese versus in English. How cool. Also, I wonder if they knew each other before Toma left. It's your long-awaited homecoming. It sounds like he knew him before.
ガイアさんの言う通りだね。どれどれ、お酒のメニューは。あ、旅人。本当にモンドで会えたね。
Welcome back to Mondstadt. I'd say being in Mondstadt agrees with you. I'd also say, of course we ran into each other. You can't say I'm going to Mondstadt, hope to see you there, and expect me not to see you there. Welcome back.
そう言われると、ちょっと不思議な感覚になるね。セピロス騎士団の栄誉騎士がモンド人の俺を歓迎してくれるなんて。あ、いや、なんでもないよ。
No, I think he has a point.
なんて言えばいいのかな。嬉しくもあるし、感慨深くもある。長い間帰ってなかったからかな。
I think he's maybe feeling a little bit like an outsider in his own home, which is probably a hard feeling to process immediately. So, but don't worry, Doma. Everyone's happy to see you. Everyone welcomes you. You are wonderful. Worry not. And the things you had to take care of?
母さんが残していったものは全部整理したよ。大事そうな証明書も古いものも全部きれいに保管してあった。
That's good to hear.
古い建物を放っておくと雨漏りしたり、あちこち崩れたりしてガタが来ちゃうからね。ついでに一通り家の点検と掃除もしてきたよ。
He's such a caring guy. He always goes above and beyond.
地道な作業がようやく終わって休憩しに外に出たところでガイアさんと知り合ったんだ。
Nice timing.
ああ、またぜひ来てくれ。歓迎するのは栄誉騎士だけじゃないぞ。ウルリーケさんの息子が帰ってきたとなれば、みんな喜ぶはずだ。
That must be, his mother's name. Ulrike? Ulrike? Oh, that's a cool name.
栄誉騎士もそう思うだろ
う Absolutely. Be sure to come back when you get the chance.
ありがとう。ガイアさんに会わなかったら、モンドの変化を知ることはできなかったよ。
I'm sure Kaia's more than happy to gossip, no?
お安いご用だ。ウルリーケさんは騎士団の大先輩だからな。彼女の家族の力になれて俺も嬉しい。
Okay. Seems like he might kind of look up to her, or he's just being polite, but what could be her position in the Knights of Avonius, do you think? I was thinking just like a standard knight, and she was part of like a company of people who were sent to reinforce the Nordkrai expedition team, I suppose? But do you think he's just using this as an excuse to talk to Toma? Or it almost seems like maybe she's a captain of some sort, and so he respects her for like being kind of in his shoes before him?
それに話せて面白かった。一モンド人の目から見た稲妻の話を聞くのと、ただ文献や資料を読むのとでは全然違うからな。
もしよかったら連絡先を交換しない？話したいことが山ほどあって時間が足りなそうだ。
There's our professional networker Toma at work again, no?
そりゃあいい。お礼の手紙ならセピロス騎士団に送ってくれれば届くさ。そっちへの宛先は？
稲妻のシャブ業上里府に送ってくれれば届くよ。ふるさとに戻ってわずか半日で新しい友達ができて、元々の友達とも再会できるなんて。しかも新しい友達の方は俺の家族の知り合いときた。
So they are new friends. They did not know each other before. Okay, good to know.
こんなにいいことが立て続けに起こっては一杯飲まずにはいられないね。どれどれ？ Death in this afternoon. Spirits か。
Please drink responsibly.
どうしたんだ？
Is it not to your tastes?
俺スピリッツは飲めないんだよ。一杯で顔が真っ赤になっちゃうから残念だな。
Have some non-alcoholic cider with me then. Nothing embarrassing about it.
ウルリーケさんはかなりの酒豪なのに意外だな。
I guess he's probably lived a pretty sober lifestyle these last several years.
子供の頃母さんと一緒にエンジェルズシェアで開かれた騎士団の宴会に参加したんだ。
Oh wow, so you must be feeling very nostalgic indeed.
その時大人たちはみんなダンディライオン酒やリンゴ酒を飲んでたけど、俺だけアップルサイダーを飲んでた。
じゃあそこで大人のお酒を飲んでみたんだな。
ご名答。近くにあった大人のコップを こっそり俺のと入れ替えたんだ。
Oh no.
確かあの時はキッチンのすぐそばの席に座ってた。
Oh no.
モンドの子供ならみんなやることさ。俺とディルックもよくやってた。
Of course.
やっぱりこういうことはモンド育ちの友達と話すのが一番だね。とにかくその時は辛くてたまらなかった。それからだいぶ経って母さんが稲妻にリンゴ酒を送ってくれたんだ。こんなに時間が過ぎてるんだから記憶とは違う味になってるだろうと思った。でも結局辛くてたまらなかった。残った酒はシャブ業の他の人たちに配ったけど、みんな喜んで飲んでたよ。
That's good. At least you didn't force yourself to drink all of it. I'm glad you shared.
その後みんながお返しにたくさん贈り物をくれたから、それに手紙を添えて母さんに送ったんだ。
Aw.
確かウルリーケさんが稲妻風のお菓子をみんなに配ってた時があったな。その時か？
That is so cute that they really tried to keep in contact all this time as much as they could.
そうかもね。ガイアさんも食べたかい？
俺も団子をいくつかもらった。とてもうまかったな。俺はシャブ業の誰に団子のお礼を言うべきなんだ？
団子は多分お嬢からの贈り物だ。
Of course.
確か若は天ぷらを、ひろたつは漬物のおにぎりをくれた。たった2本の酒にずいぶんたくさんお返しをもらったよ。
This game always makes me hungry.
それはきっとトーマさんがウルリーケさんに似て親切だからさ。トーマさんの耳には入ってないかもしれないが、お母さんがナドクライに行くとき、騎士団で小規模なお別れ会が開かれたんだ。
Oh, wow. Okay, so it seems that she's very friendly and popular herself?
小規模な会と聞いていたのに、エンジェルズシェアの1階は出席者でいっぱいでな。俺もそこにいた。さっぱりしてて丁寧で優しくて穏やかで、ウルリーケさんは尊敬すべき騎士だ。
Looks like the apple doesn't fall far from your family's tree, Toma. Looks like you're all getting on great.
母さんが聞いたら喜ぶよ。今度ナドクライに手紙を送るとき絶対に伝えないと。それから稲妻の酒も送ろう。あ、でも今日はとりあえずアップルサイダーを飲もうかな。
ああ、たまには気分を変えて違う味を楽しむのも悪くない。
There we go. I'm glad Toma's taking care of himself. I'm glad Kaya's being respectful of that too.
先輩の面白い話を聞けて新しい友もできた。この2杯は俺がおごろう。栄誉騎士の分もだ。
Don't mind if I do.
そうだ。さっきトーマさんが話してくれた稲妻妖怪の伝説にはまだ続きがあるんだよな。
Wow. You, Toma, and Kaya talk of the tales of Inazuma Yokai.
面白い物語
That's all I
だ。
got.
妖理と狐が賭けをするなんて。
I wonder if it'll tell me. Ooh! Before you know it, the mugs of non-alcoholic cider Charles brought out have been drained dry.
実はこれが物語じゃなくて実話なんだ。もしガイアさんが稲妻に来ることがあれば、ぜひシャブ業に会いに来てくれ。本物の妖怪を紹介するよ。稲妻では鬼族も天狗も普通の人と同じように働いてるんだ。
稲妻旅行が待ち遠しくなってきたな。今日の飲みはいい収穫になった。
なら約束だ。みんな喜んでガイアさんの新しい友達になってくれるはずだよ。
For a second, I didn't see the mugs. I thought they were just pointing at each other. Like, what on earth? Oh. Wow, now that was interesting. A lot just went on there. It was a really interesting interaction because they're both very friendly, but they're also both kind of professionals at making connections. Like I said, networking. Kaya kind of runs his own little information network, and Toma is, as we were introduced to him, a fixer. So he just kind of knows somebody who can do anything, you know? If you know what I mean? So for both of them, it's very important to make friendly connections wherever they can. And this is a particularly, as Kaya said, fruitful one for them. Because a connection in Inazuma and a connection in Mondstadt, that's going to be really helpful for both of them, I feel like. And they do have a lot in common. Connections to the knights, experience growing up as kids in Mondstadt. So it feels like they just naturally do get along, but it was probably helped a little bit by the fact that they very much wanted to make friends. Then I was thinking, you know what's really interesting is Tom was talking about, you know, these stories and about how they're not just stories, they're actually real, you know. Yokai and Oni exist and have jobs in Inazuma. He'll show Kaya if he ever comes to visit. That reminded me, in every nation we've been to, there's some people in the community who are not human, necessarily. And they're just people in the community. There aren't any people like that in Mondstadt. The only ones I know of would be, I suppose, Klee and Alice. You know, whoever they are, biologically, they're described to be very long-lived, right? And they've got the pointy ears. Oh, Sucrose, too! Sucrose has something interesting going on, doesn't she? I think her ears are pointing. But those are the only people I can think of. Who are not human. Potentially? Supposedly? Which is really interesting, because, you know, in Larua you have the Adepti, and Inazuma you have the Yokai, and so on, and in, Sumeru, I suppose you have the R&R. Yeah, I guess Sumeru also doesn't have, like, their own community of non-human peoples. They've got just different types of non-human peoples walking around, like Tainari, for instance. I guess Mondstadt and Sumeru are similar in that aspect. That's interesting, because in Fontaine, you know, we've got the Melusines. I'm really just trying to think if there's anybody in Mondstadt or Sumeru follows these same lines. How curious. I'm just wondering if that's a pattern that I should be paying attention to, if there's a reason behind those people existing or not existing. I feel like there's a reason, I just don't know what it is. Anyways, then there's one other thing I wanted to talk about with these guys, but I kind of forget what it was. I think I might have said it already. Let's see, they're super friendly. Oh, that's what it is, yeah! I'm wondering if this is, how they canonically meet, because they've met for the first time here. I wonder if, in the future, they will imply that they met that one time that Toma visited. That'd be pretty cool. We know that limited events can have character and plot developments that are relevant later. I wonder if we just saw one of those. Kaya and Toma now know each other. Considering how important it is for each of them to know people, I feel like that's going to be relevant later on. Anyways, on to the next one now. Here we are back in Inazuma City, and with Hazel once again! Hey Hazel. You're busy this time around, aren't you? Oh, that is gorgeous.
今日も花見坂は平和だね。
Peaceful as always? At least these days?
せっかく見回りで外に出たことだし、九条様への報告は何か美味しいものを食べてからにしようっと。
Gotcha, Detective Slacker.
残念。同心として一仕事終えたばっかりで、まだ探偵の仕事の方は開店前なのさ。
No? What's stopping it?
だから、その訴えは無効。
Semantics, Hazel. So, when does the case cracking start?
へりくつなんかじゃないさ。ちょうど始めようとしてたところだったんだ。
I thought you were about to go get some food. What, did you see something right after you said that? Or is it us? Are you investigating us? What did we do?
最近、花見坂で違法薬物を売りさばく輩が何人も現れてね。
Oh wow, we're actually getting a second case with him?
みんな、かつてはちゃんとした商人だったはずなのに、なぜか道を踏み外したみたいで。
How mysterious indeed.
本業の商売を隠れみのに、ずっと僕たちといたちごっこを続けてるんだ。だから僕は自分なりのやり方でこの事件の突破口を見つけようとしているのさ。
Poor Hazel keeps getting cut off. You need some help? We can team up.
ありがとう。でも君が出てくるまでもないよ。
I wonder if we'll get to do a case with him during his hangout. He has a hangout, right? He must, because we haven't met him at all.
実はこっそりサンゴたちに調査を頼んであるんだ。そろそろ手がかりが集まったはずだよ。ここからは僕の番だ。
It'll be a cinch for the great Detective Hazel. Good. Case as good as closed.
ありがとう。そうなるといいな。この事件を無事解決したら何か美味しいものをご馳走するよ。
I'll hold you to that. If I could eat anything right now, I'd have a little bit of ice cream. I would.
この事件を無事解決したら何か美味しいものをご馳走するよ。
Something cold, you know? Alrighty, on to the next one. See you in a bit, Hazel. Next up is Hayato. Oh, this will be interesting. Have I even seen him before? I've seen him briefly in, like, the festival event that happened, I think it was? Hi, Hayato. I still haven't done a story quest, so we haven't technically met. Wow.
なかなか趣のある柄ですね。これなら彩香も気に入りそうです。
It almost doesn't feel real to be talking to him. Doing some clothing shopping, Ayato?
おや、奇遇ですね。小倉屋で布地を予約していたんです。いつもなら屋敷に送ってもらって選ぶのですが。
Oh wow. Expected a lot more for that line, sorry.
今日はたまたま天守閣で将軍様と会談の予定があったので、先に見ておこうと立ち寄ったのです。
So, you choose the fabrics personally? Here, I thought you'd have one of your subordinates do that for you.
普段使いの服でしたらもちろん専属の者がいますよ。しかし正式な場に出席するための衣装については布地や染料を見極める必要があるので私が自ら選んでいるのです。
Watashi, interesting.
上里家は文化や民の生活を担当する社奉行ですから、その一挙手一投足を稲妻の民が見ています。身にまとうものの布地も当然人々の目に触れるものです。
Makes sense.
それから毎年布地を取り寄せた後、決まって多くの問屋が社奉行御用達という宣伝文句で布地を店頭に並べるのですが。
That is really cool. I love to see the Yashiro Commission acting in their position as cultural representatives. So as you could say, what was the way that he phrased it? Overseers of cultural and civil affairs. And it's cool to see the impact that they then have on the community around them. Pretty fun.
ある年、調達を命じた使用人に賄賂としてモラを渡す輩が現れましてね。使用人もまんざらでもない様子だったようで、後処理に手を焼きました。
Oh wow, just like Shavrusa was saying earlier, because I don't have her. I don't have Ayato, obviously. I've barely even met the man. His eyes are really pretty. Also, sorry about your guy who got bribed. That's really unfortunate.
それ以
Not for him
降
though, I guess.
面倒事を避けるためにもこういった類の業務は私自らこなすようにしているのです。
That sounds exhausting. I never realized clothing could be so complicated.
社奉行に関する業務はどれも重要なことです。私も慣れていますから。布地は2つまで候補を絞ったのですが、実はどちらにするか決めかねているのです。旅人さん、選んでいただけませんか?
Speaking of judgment, in a positive way though, my assessment of this man so far is that he wears or he bears his responsibilities well, it seems like. There's certainly a lot of pressure on him, there's a lot of scrutiny on him, probably pretty much constantly. But it seems like he handles it very well. I am excited to get to know him better in his story quest. I do plan to do that eventually. This is pretty important. Are you sure it's okay for me to choose?
あなたは上里府の賓客であり、彩香の親友ですからね。むしろ、あなた以上の適任者はいないでしょう。
And even if I choose quote-unquote wrong, that could be excused by me being an outsider and a foreigner, but still it won't have too much of a negative impact, because even if I choose one fabric and it's like, oh, this actually was lower quality than the other one, you can still say, but it was traveler approved, so it'll retain some prestige.
それに、あなたの気品と立ち振る舞いは実に見事です。布地を見る目もあるに違いありません。
We wear the same outfit everywhere. We've never changed. Anyways, so is this for... Who is this for? Is this for Ayaka? Or is this for you? Is it for both of you? Let's see. The one on the left feels a little bit more spring-like or summer-like. More spring to me. The one on the right, cooler tones. It would go well with their hair. They both got that kind of blue, light blue color scheme going on. Yeah, I guess I would go with the one on the right. Because while the one on the left is lovely and indeed does feel fitting for spring, or I feel like you could make it work for summer or autumn, I do worry how it would go with their hair color. So one on the right, please.
素晴らしいですね。おかみさん、こちらの布でお願いします。5単ほど屋敷に送っていただけますか？
5 bolts, wow.
ありがとうございます。助かりました。
That's going to be very expensive.
それでは、他にも用事があるので、ここで失礼します。仕立てが終わったら、ぜひ屋敷へ遊びにいらしてください。
I'll be there. I hope the clothes turn out beautifully.
では、改めて失礼いたします。旅人さん、またお会いしましょう。
See you next time. Fascinating how we're getting 2 anecdotes with sort of like clothing subplots. I wonder if we'll get to see any new outfits or not. That would be really fun. Alright, on to the next. And here we are with Heizo again. He's a busy guy, apparently. Hey, buddy. What are you tracking this time? Oh, shoot. I forgot to change the language. Poor Heizo. Always gets the short end of the stick. Quite the slippery bunch. There's no such thing as a deed that leaves no trace. How's the case coming along? I seem to have run into a minor snag. They're a bit sharper than I anticipated. Not only do they have a whole pile of middlemen who don't even know each other, but their sales channels are all one way. It's time to find a new angle. Wow! That was the whole anecdote? Interesting. I guess it makes sense. His anecdote does definitely seem to be one of the most plotty. I suppose Neverlet also has its own little through plot of its own. But for Heizo's, they're giving us these tiny little steps. That kind of worked out because I forgot to change the language. So next time I see him, I will change the language. But luckily this one was pretty short. We didn't miss much. Alright, on to the next one. Here we are for our next anecdote. We are here to talk with Sayu. She appears to be talking to somebody and it took me a long time to figure out who that could possibly be. I believe it's Dory. That is Dory. Alright, well, let's see what we can get. We're starting in English, we'll just see how it goes. Kinda cute. Can I sit with them? Wait, let's give him something nice to look at. Give him a sunrise. I hope it didn't go too far. And hopefully as we chat, the sun will rise? I see. So no ninjutsu can disguise someone as a potion bottle after all. But think about it, a human-sized bottle? Now wouldn't that be an eye-catching sight?
Really?
Ooh.
But making a ninja gadget like that would take forever. And it'd be a real pain, too.
What are you trying to sell this time? What scheme are you trying to cook up this time? I was about to wonder, what does she need a human-sized bottle for? We startled her. Eh, Vega! Ooh, what brings you here? Sayu, what's she pushing on you?
I ran into Dory while I was shopping, and she dragged me into helping film an advertisement.
An advertisement? Film one? I don't think I've ever even seen a cinema in this world. Where would you screen it?
She talked so fast, I couldn't even get a word in, and bought me lots of snacks and drinks, so I've been listening to her talk this whole time.
She's pampering you. This little potion is nothing less than the newest, most valuable treasure in Lord Sankima Bey's portfolio. Behold, feast your eyes on the ultra-amazing miracle tonic guaranteed to make you taller with 0 effort. The name's a guaranteed mouthful, never mind the potion. Come on, customers these days don't have the patience for in-depth pamphlets or detailed explanations. So, I just crammed everything they need to know about the potion and its effects into the name. It's a bit long, sure, but it gets the point across loud and clear.
Sounds nice, but I don't have any more. The Shrine Maiden took all my allowance.
Probably a good thing. She's trying to sell you something that almost certainly won't work, but promises to make you grow. I think Sayu would be very tempted. Huh? Why?
I've never really understood budgeting and always spent too fast. So, by the end of the month, I never had anything left. Once the Shrine Maiden found out, she insisted on helping me do,
and audit. Then she sat me down and went through my expenses all night long.
You're kidding me. I'm sorry, you got audited?
Turns out I keep buying random stuff, none of which I can actually use. My house is stuffed full of unopened Komania Express packages.
Oh no, she's addicted to online ordering. It's a real threat. It is. It's dangerous.
She helped me go through them and discovered 5 different types of hype-boosting medicines, 6 kinds of nutritional supplements, and a whole bunch of different shoes and insoles. So she said that starting this month, she'll manage my stipend. If I want to buy something, I have to ask her first. No more impulse buying.
Okay, I see the reasoning here. Ahem. So, Miss Ninja, hypothetically, and I do mean hypothetically, if you were to tell that kind shrine maiden you wish to purchase my potion, she'd never approve the expense. Who'd let Sayu buy that kind of potion? Please, Vega, such harsh language. Are you implying that I, Lord Sankima Bay, am lying? You probably aren't lying. But of course! In matters of business, would I ever? You just aren't telling the truth. Vega? How could you? Is that really how you see me? You know that I'm neither the largest nor the fattest of felines. I don't entirely understand, but sure. You're not a cheetah and aren't a lion. Don't even think about using corny jokes to weasel out of this. That's my girl, Vega. I don't like it when people really try to pressure people into buying stuff, so I'm proud of her. Ah, living up to your name and fame, Vega. Be so well versed in such knowledge, you are well traveled indeed. Fine, forget it. Miss Ninja, since Vega is your friend, allow me to make you a special offer. She was about to buy, too. But with Vega here and acting all familiar with Sayu, I can't mark it up. As long as you're willing to help me make the ad, this potion is on the house. Yes, that's the ticket. Short-term loss, long-term profit. Once the sales take off, I'll earn back every mora 12 times over. During the production of the advertisement, all potions you consume shall be free of charge. I mean, does it actually work? I highly doubt that it works. And if it doesn't work, your advertisement's not gonna do much. And that's not all. Vega, here, take this bottle. A free sample. Did I just hear the word free escape your lips? Unbelievable.
Really? But with my height, can we really film an ad?
Not to worry. When it comes to making an ad, height simply isn't a problem. All you need to do is use your ninjutsu and poof! Turn yourself into a potion bottle. And then burst open with another big poof. And then, potion bottles will come raining down from the sky. Now that'll wow audiences for sure.
I can't do that with my ninjutsu.
No problem. I managed to hire a magician from Fontaine to help. We'll film the ad together, and soon it'll be seen across Tevat. She's excited.
Then I need to go ask for some time off. I've been working so hard lately, she'll definitely approve it.
Oh dear. I don't know if that can be counted as time off exactly. Oh my god, we actually got the tonic? That's hilarious. What do you think, Sayu?
Then I need to go ask for some time off. I've been working so hard lately, she'll definitely approve it.
Yeah, Dory, I can't say I approve. I don't feel like these potions are going to do anything. Isn't that false advertisement? Literally, because you're advertising now. Did we get the we got the potion. Where is it? Here it is. It seems a little suspicious. Could growing taller really be this easy? Notice how we can't use it. Wow. Well, Sayu, I trust you to make your own decisions. You don't seem to have bought into her flash and flare, so, be careful out there, yeah? I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, here we are back with Hazel, and it's raining this time. Is that deliberate? Will that mess up your search, Hazel? What is it this time?
まさかこんな助っ人がいたなんて。
Oh yeah?
でも一応解決かな。九条様の方は どう報告するか考えておかないと。
Oh no, am I about to get hit by lightning again? I'm kind of getting the feeling I'm about to get hit by lightning again. Hey, I thought we settled our differences. Cracked it already, Hazo. Nothing less than I expected of you.
いや、恥ずかしながらドリーさんがいなければ
Oh.
こんな簡単にはいかなかったよ。
Dory? What did she do to help? You know, I just got a potion from her.
ドリーさんの薬？ああ、絶対楽々背が伸びる超すごい霊薬のこと？話には聞いてるよ。
Wow, was that a Dory impression? That was amazing. This guy's good at impressions, isn't he? Is that something consistent across all the languages, I wonder?
ドリーさん、結構前に天領奉行の一覧表に登録してたんだ。薬の方もちゃんと検査を通ってる。
Oh, nice.
薬の成分は無害な健康生薬だよ。確かにある程度の身長促進効果は期待できるだろうね。
Wait, you mean she wasn't lying? I guess she's technically just sort of overselling it, but that is her job, I suppose.
でもよーく考えてみて。絶対楽々背が伸びる超すごい霊薬だよ。
I think he just likes saying it.
背を伸ばすのに必要な期間については触れてないよね。
She did not, and she also didn't mention how much taller it would make you. Ah, it really doesn't.
確かにこの薬には身長促進効果がある。でもどれくらい飲み続ける必要があるかは説明してないでしょ。
You just have to keep buying potions and keep drinking them, and then when you naturally grew, you'd attribute it to the potion, I guess.
本当に背を伸ばしたいならこういう薬より牛乳を飲んだ方がいいと思うな。
So that's why she had such a massive banner, and even hired Sayu, and even a magician.
そういうこと。ドリーさんも分かっていると思うけど、この霊薬の効き目ははっきりと見て取れるものじゃない。
It only helps you grow in so much that it doesn't kill you, and in fact maybe keeps you a little healthy.
だからこういう宣伝方法で自分の都合のいいようにみんなの注目を集めたんだ。
Ah, the lightning's getting closer. Hazel, look out.
道理でドリーさんも二つ返事で協力してくれたわけだよ。報酬についても何も言ってこなかったし。
Oh, when you mean help, are you talking about the illicit potions case?
そうだよ。事件の突破口を見つけられたのはドリーさんのおかげなんだ。
That's a fun crossover.
協力を仰いだ時、どれだけぼったくられるんだろうって戦々恐々としてたのに、何もいらないって言うんだからさ。
Dory does know how to play the long game, doesn't she?
今思えばわずかとはいえ犯罪集団が残した正規の卸先や商売仲間はドリーさんが吸収しちゃったんだろうね。
No wonder she was so confident. No wonder she suddenly got into the potions business.
やめやめ、商売人の考えなんて僕にはわからないよ。でもドリーさんのような手広い情報屋がいれば今後の事件捜査もかなり楽になりそう。
And she'll probably charge you in the future, too.
九条様いらっしゃいます？よし、いなくてよかった。ごめん、ずいぶん話し込んじゃったね。早く奉行所に戻らないと九条様に怒られちゃいそうだ。
Well, we shan't keep you any longer.
またね、旅人。
You as well. Look at that. He's solved what, 2, 3 cases in these anecdotes? I think it was 2.
犯罪はダメだからね。
We'll do our best. It kind of just keeps happening. Occasionally, in these regions that we go to. Bye, Hazo. Stay dry out there, okay? That's kind of cool, though. He's so busy. He solved, like, I think 2 different cases across these anecdotes. That's really exciting. It's quite efficient, isn't he? Alright, one last sparkle for the road. Nice. And then I'm going to guess that's probably the end of them. Ah! If I had been hit by lightning this time, it would have been my own fault. Okay, so that might be the end of the Hazo trail. But I will see you in just a moment to confirm. Alright, so it seems like that was indeed the very end of our Inazuma anecdotes for this round. I enjoyed those a lot. I liked how they interwove. I didn't expect that connection between Sayu and Dory's story and Hazo's. That was pretty cool. And I do think seeing Heizo and seeing Ayato was probably my favorite part, just because I have seen them the least so far, just because I haven't done their story quest / hangout yet. But still, yeah, it was pretty cool to meet / interact with both of them. And I liked how Heizo's story kind of carried these anecdotes, I would say. Then again, I did really like Layla and... I almost said Yaimiko. Layla and Mizuki's interaction was pretty cool as well. I think it's really fun to get to see some characters visiting each other in different regions, even though it's not like a standard event. This was a limited time event technically, but it doesn't feel as grand as a normal event. This just felt more casual and fun. So it was pretty cool to see some characters interacting that we normally would never get to see together. So, altogether, that is the Inazuma Chronicles wrapped up. Lots of fun, really cool to see some of our Inazuma friends again, or for the first time, as it were. And that will be all for this one. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've been enjoying the anecdotes too. I still think it's so cool that we can interact with people in the open world. Really wonderful of them to add that ability to this game, I think. But yes, that will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Konosard, Power of Chaos, Mary Edu, Brilia, the Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, the Saritsa, Ruru, Lycan, Axel Iron, Jay Quellen, Lunar, Sonova, Mathsan, and all of our anonymous patrons. Thank you all so much. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.